Do you know that Vredestein, a tyre brand most UK drivers have never heard of, has directly beaten Goodyear in independent testing, and BMW trusts it enough to fit a standard on the Mini Cooper? There are 5 tyre brands that are quietly outperforming the big names at a fraction of the price. We're counting down from number 5 to the most underrated tyre brand in the UK at number 1. Number 5, Sailun. Most UK drivers have never heard of Sailun, and that's exactly why it belongs at the start of this list. Sailun is a Chinese tyre manufacturer that has spent years building a reputation among people who actually test tyres for a living, rather than people who just recognise a famous logo. Auto Express, one of the UK's most respected car and tyre publishers, regularly includes Sailun in its official group tests, and they don't include it by accident. It's specifically chosen as what testers call the budget benchmark, meaning it's the tyre used to show readers what level of performance they can expect if they choose a lesser-known brand over a premium one. The reason Sailun gets picked for that role again and again is simple. It doesn't fall apart in comparison the way many truly cheap tyres do. In wet braking tests, dry handling, and overall stability, Sailun consistently holds its own against tyres costing considerably more, rather than trailing far behind them. A single Sailun tyre in a common UK size like 205/55 R16 typically costs between £55 and £75, meaning a full set of 4 usually runs somewhere between £220 and £300 fitted, often less than half what you'd pay for a big name brand in the exact same size. For everyday driving, commuting, school runs, and normal motorway use, Sailun delivers dependable, predictable performance without asking you to compromise on basic safety. It isn't trying to be the best tyre money can buy, and it doesn't need to be. Its specialty is proving that a low price and genuine competence aren't opposites. If you've been avoiding unfamiliar tyre brands purely because you don't recognise the name, Sailun is one of the clearest examples of a brand that's earned its place through repeated, independent testing rather than marketing budget. Number 4, Fulda is a German tyre brand that most UK drivers walk straight past without a second thought, usually because the name doesn't carry the same instant recognition as Michelin or Continental. That lack of recognition is misleading because Fulda is owned entirely by Goodyear, one of the largest and most established tyre manufacturers in the world. A single Fulda tyre in a common UK size like 205/55 R16 typically costs between £55 and £70, meaning a full set of 4 usually runs around £220 to £280 fitted, noticeably less than Goodyear's own premium range using closely related technology underneath. Being owned by Goodyear means Fulda has direct access to the same research and development resources, the same testing facilities, and much of the same underlying tyre technology that goes into Goodyear's own premium range. Fulda tyres are widely available across UK retailers, including major online sellers and fast fit chains, making them easy to find in common sizes for everyday cars. Independent reviewers who've tested Fulda tyres note solid, dependable performance in both wet and dry conditions, exactly the kind of all-round competence you'd expect from a manufacturer backed by serious engineering resources. Its specialty is quietly offering Goodyear-level know-how at a mid-range price, rather than trying to compete purely on being the cheapest option on the shelf. For drivers who want genuine reassurance that real engineering expertise sits behind their tyres, without paying full Goodyear pricing, Fulda is one of the clearest examples of a big manufacturer's technology reaching a more affordable badge. It's a brand built entirely on being owned by the right company, and very few UK drivers realise that connection exists. Number 3, Barum is a Czech tyre brand that very few UK drivers have ever noticed, mostly because it doesn't spend money on flashy advertising the way bigger names do. That's genuinely a shame because Barum is owned outright by Continental, one of the most respected premium tyre manufacturers in the entire world, trusted by countless car manufacturers across Europe for original equipment fitment on brand new vehicles straight from the factory. Being owned by Continental works the same way it does for Fulda, and Goodyear, a bigger manufacturer's engineering and testing resources sitting underneath a cheaper, less recognised name. Barum tyres are sold widely across UK retailers, including major online sellers like Black Circles and National, with a single tyre in a common size like 205/55 R16, typically priced between £55 and £75, meaning a full set of 4 usually costs around £220 to £300 fitted, well below Continental's own pricing for the same size. Independent reviewers who've tested Barum consistently note confident wet weather handling and predictable braking distances, exactly the areas where Continental's own reputation is strongest as a manufacturer, carried down into a far more accessible price bracket for ordinary drivers on ordinary budgets. Its specialty is offering genuine Continental-level engineering credibility to drivers who might never otherwise consider paying full price for the parent brand's own flagship products. For anyone specifically prioritising safety and predictability in wet British conditions, something that matters for most of the year on UK roads, Barum quietly delivers exactly that, backed by one of the most trusted names in the entire tyre industry, without most drivers ever even realising the connection exists between the two brands. Number 2, Nokian is a Finnish tyre manufacturer, and understanding Finland's climate explains almost everything about why this brand deserves serious attention from UK drivers rather than being overlooked. Finland experiences some of the harshest winter conditions found anywhere in Europe, with long stretches of solid ice, heavy snowfall and extreme sustained cold. And Nokian built its entire reputation over many decades by developing tyres specifically engineered to handle exactly those brutal conditions better than almost anyone else working in the industry today. A single Nokian season-proof 2 tyre in a common UK size like 205/55 R16 typically costs around £80 to £85, with a full set of 4 usually running between £320 and £340 fitted. A genuine premium price backed by a genuine premium result in that same independent test. In 2025, an independent testing organisation called Tyre ran a direct controlled comparison of 5 premium all-season tyres, a test specifically designed to measure genuine real-world performance rather than rely on brand reputation, marketing budgets, or how familiar a name sounds to the average buyer. The Nokian Season Proof 2 didn't just perform respectably in that comparison, it beat Goodyear's own Vector 4 Seasons Gen 3 outright, finishing first overall across the entire test, while the far more recognisable Goodyear name finished dead last among the 5 tyres compared. Nokian topped that particular test specifically in snow braking and snow handling, categories directly relevant to UK winters, where icy roads, sudden cold snaps and genuinely unpredictable weather catch out plenty of otherwise careful drivers every single year without much warning. The brand's tyres remain widely available through UK retailers and fast-fit chains, making them straightforward and quick to source, whether you specifically want winter tyres or a genuinely capable all-season option instead. Its specialty is winter and cold weather performance that genuinely outperforms brands charging significantly more money for supposedly the same job, backed by independent verifiable test results rather than confident-sounding marketing language alone. For UK drivers who want real, evidence-based confidence during the colder months of the year, Nokian has the actual data to back up exactly that promise, tested directly against the very brands most people assume are automatically superior. Number 1. Vredestein. Vredestein is a Dutch tyre manufacturer, and the clearest possible sign of how seriously the wider industry takes this brand comes from looking at exactly who trusts it enough to actually use it. Vredestein supplies tyres directly to BMW for the current Mini Cooper range, tyres built specifically to meet BMW's own strict manufacturing standards, fitted straight from the factory floor at BMW's Oxford production plant right here in England, rather than added on afterwards as an aftermarket option. That kind of original equipment approval only ever happens after extensive, rigorous in-house testing carried out by the car manufacturer itself, meaning BMW's own engineers already trust Vredestein enough to fit it onto a brand new car before a single customer ever buys a set separately from a shop or a website. That's a level of scrutiny most well-known, heavily advertised tyre brands genuinely never go through at all during their entire history. Vredestein was also rated Consumer Reports' best major tyre brand for overall customer satisfaction in 2025, a genuinely significant result considering the size, budget and reputation of the well-known names it was ranked directly against in that same survey. A single Vredestein tyre in a common UK size like 205/55 R16 typically costs between £65 and £85, meaning a full set of 4 usually runs around £260 to £340 fitted, genuinely premium pricing to match its genuinely premium test results. On top of that, independent testing has repeatedly shown Vredestein directly outperforming Goodyear in head-to-head comparisons, not simply matching its performance or coming reasonably close to it under favourable conditions. Its specialty is combining genuine manufacturer-level trust with consistently strong independent test results spread across multiple different categories, rather than only excelling narrowly in one specific area, like wet grip or winter handling alone, and falling short everywhere else. For UK drivers who want the closest realistic thing to genuine premium performance without paying full premium pricing for it, Vredestein is the clearest example on this entire list of that exact balance being done properly, and proven with real, independently verified evidence rather than a marketing claim alone.